What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD coming at you with another video. This time we're going to be talking about the Amico name. That's right. You see, when Tommy Tallarico decided to call his console the Intellivision Amico, he had to file a trademark for it. Now, he did not file this trademark until 2020, I believe, because in July of 2020, the Amiga Corporation, as run by Cloanto, they filed a dispute over the trademark for Amico. Now, as you can see, we're on the generationamico.com. The Amico trademarks are not to be taken very lightly and also affects look-alike words. Intellivision Entertainment is working on a unique video game system redefining entertainment with family and friends. The Amico comes with 6 premium preloaded games with additional games ranging from $2.99 to $9.99. However, using an Italian word meaning friend for a new game console is a bridge too far for Amiga Corporation, a subsidiary of Cloanto. The legal opposition is actually made by Cloanto because of the ongoing legal battle with Belgium-based Hyperion Entertainment. The rest of the article just talks about Hyperion and Cloanto's legal dispute, not much about the actual legal dispute with Intellivision Entertainment over the word Amico. Now, like I said, this was filed in July 30th, 2020. Now, I knew about this from way back when, but not a lot of people have talked about this. I haven't heard any of the Amico positive YouTubers talk about it. I haven't heard any of the Amico negative YouTubers talk about it. I haven't heard Tommy Tallarico himself mention it at all. If he has, I must have missed it somehow. But I did know about this. I figured this was going to be settled. It was going to be done. I had mentioned it to a couple of people once, and they basically told me that the Amico had nothing to worry about, that this was a frivolous lawsuit, a frivolous opposition that would be settled and done. And I pretty much agreed. The names are similar. They both mean friend. But obviously, Amiga is not making a new console, but Intellivision is, so I figured, they'd probably win in the end. However, if we go to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, you can see the dispute that was filed. We got all the nice little things here on the screen. And as you can see, it was filed on 7/20/2020. Filed. We got notice of trial and date set, answer due 2020, 7/20/20. Instituted 7/24/2020 was the plaintiff appearance, power of attorney. On 8/21/2020 was a defendant, that would be the Intellivision Corporation, motion to suspend with consent pending settlement negotiations. That means that Intellivision and Cloanto entered into a negotiation to settle this dispute in a manner that would be beneficial to both parties. This could involve something like a one-time payment, an ongoing payment, a partial ownership of the trademark between both companies. There could be a lot of different ways this could be settled, but they did agree to meet and work out some kind of arrangement. Now, they were granted the suspendment of the trademark dispute. But then in 11/23/2020, they had to file another motion to suspend with consent, still pending settlement negotiations. Again, Intellivision reached out to the patent office to have the motion suspended with consent. Means that it was agreed upon by the plaintiff, Cloanto. And of course, the motion was granted. And then on 1/26/2021, I believe this is like 2 days before the time the answer was due, they filed another extension. And again, this is from the defendant. Intellivision Entertainment has filed another motion for extend with consent. And again, this was filed If we go to the paperwork, we can see real quick here. Let's make this a little bigger. Parties are engaged in settlement discussions, so they're still negotiating. Then we had a time to answer 3/29. A few days before that, another motion for an extension was filed, again by Intellivision Entertainment. They were asking for a 60-day extension, so the new time to answer would be 5/28. And again, parties are engaged in settlement discussions. So they're still discussing, they're still trying to figure out exactly what kind of settlement would be beneficiary to both parties. What can they work out? But there is a possibility that at any time negotiations can break down. There's a possibility that Cloanto could decide that they don't want to negotiate anymore. They just want to pull out and just let the court decide and strike down this trademark. Of course, Intellivision Entertainment could at any time decide that they don't want to negotiate anymore, and that whatever it is that Cloanto is asking for is too much, and they'll take their chances in court, which of course could lead to a outcome where Intellivision has to change the name of the console, or they get to keep the name. We don't know. Like I said, there is an extension, but I did find this interesting that no one's mentioned this, no one's talked about this. It's not even something that a lot of people know about. But there's really not much to it, not much meat to the story, other than we get a lot of extensions. There could be, if you remember in the 80s, Hulk Hogan, when he had his name, if you always see his name, but you'd always see a little notification on things like the Hulk Hogan name is owned by Marvel Entertainment. The WWE, which was formerly the WWF, every time they put out a product with Hulk Hogan in it, whether it was a video game, a magazine, a comic book, a foam finger, Marvel actually got a small amount of money from it due to owning the trademark on the word Hulk. Now this could end up being a similar deal where Intellivision Entertainment ends up having to pay, maybe a nickel, maybe a dime for every console box, every console, every, shirt, keychain, whatever have you. Or it could just, like I said, it could be a one-time settlement where Intellivision just hands over a sum of money and Cloanto goes away. But it'd be interesting to see how this ends up. Like I said, I'm interested in this kind of thing because not a lot of people are talking about it. But really, that's all I got to say about that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Do you think that Intellivision is going to make a settlement of a one-time monetary value? Do you think Intellivision is going to end up having to pay on a continuous basis? Or do you think that negotiations will break down and we're just going to end up seeing some kind of trial and possibly a delay while the trial and everything goes through, because the investors, the board of directors, whoever is calling the shots, whoever is making the decisions, besides Tommy, I don't believe that he's making all the decisions 100%, but he might be. Who knows? I don't know the structure of the company, but with all these dates set for the trial, for pre-trial stuff, if they do have a breakdown of negotiations, this could cause a delay, as the company might not want to release a product with a trademark still in dispute. So this could be why we had the 2 delays that we had. This could be why we might have a 3rd delay. But once again, this is all speculation. Obviously, those of you who are intelligent know what speculation is, know when I'm speculating and when I'm not speculating, when I'm actually saying a fact and when I'm responding to said fact. But of course, I have to make this abundantly clear because there are a bunch of people who lack basic understanding of the English language. But that's all I gotta say about that. You know how we do it here. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.